All right, up next, Lee Weekyot of Curfex will present Money Remittance and FX Solutions. Lee Weekyot, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. First off, I would like to thank FinoLab for the opportunity to present and pitch today to let you guys know what Curfex is all about. So let me start off by explaining what we do. Curfex was born out of a very simple idea. We want to make money transfer cheap and we want to do it fast. But the problem that we see right now is that there are a lot of alternatives out there. So how do you tell which is the best way to actually transfer your money? And what we have actually done is that we have studied the market quite intensively to look at the pros and the cons of the existing market. So we have actually taken a very simple idea and we have evolved it to what I'm going to explain to you right now. Let me elaborate and show you something. This is your conventional money transfer channels, and this is your unconventional money transfer channels. They have one thing in common. They only serve their own customers. There is no interaction of customers between them. So what happens when you have this? You are basically segregating each market. And when you segregate each market, you have no critical mass. And when you have no critical mass, you cannot achieve cost efficiency. And when you can't achieve cost efficiency, you are unable to offer your end users a very cheap alternative to do money transfer. So this is what we want to do. We want to build a true peer-to-peer model. And this can only be achieved with critical mass, like what I explained earlier. So imagine this. We create a marketplace, and we take all the previous mentioned operators under a single platform. And then we can utilize all their customer base and let them interact with each other to build a peer-to-peer model. Essentially, what we are doing here is that we are not competing with the different operators out there. We are consolidating all of them under a single platform so that every single end users can communicate with each other to create a true peer-to-peer model. And how do we actually do it? Very simple. So we have actually built a settlement network. Our developers actually built that. And we offer all these players the backend support and the frontend support. To the fintech companies, to the online companies, we offer API integration. To your brick and mortar shop lots, we offer them systems to digitalize their business. We even offer them front-end solutions like website and apps to turn their business from offline to online and integrate it together with our platform. So we are focused in Asia with an emphasis in ASEAN. Now, we target ASEAN because, as you know, ASEAN currencies are considered an exotic currencies, and it's very expensive to exchange ASEAN currencies. The cost of ASEAN currency goes from 8% up to as high as 15% in some of these ASEAN currencies. So what we're essentially doing is that we are targeting 12 countries here, bring them together under a single platform by linking all the different operators out there so that you have a critical mass for a true peer-to-peer platform. This is what World Bank reported. This is currently the cost of transfer in different regions of the world. And you can see what is relevant to us is East Asia and the Pacific cost about 8% to transfer money. You might not realize this, but whenever you go and do any single form of foreign exchange, you would realize that the bank charges a spread, a buy price and a sell price. This is where hidden commissions are actually being put into it, and that is where you're paying your 8%. What we intend to do is to bring down the overall cost to just 1%. So no spread, we give you spot rate. Whatever that you go online and Google, that is the rate that you will get. And all we will do, or all we will charge our customer is a single 1% flat fee, so that that cost saving can be passed down to the end users whenever they have any FX transactions. Where we are right now, we have our MSO license in Hong Kong. We have partnered up with partners in Korea, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, and China. We intend to add Japan hopefully by this year. Ultimately, what we envision or what we're trying to build is basically this. We have our 6 APAC countries, and then we have our 6 ASEAN countries. We will link all of them up under a single network, which we will provide. And we call this a settlement network. And what we do is that we will start by offering money remittance, so people can transfer easily between these 12 countries. And once we build this, we will add on another service to it. We can do money exchange. And after that, we can add on another service to it. We can do e-wallet. Now, what do I mean by e-wallet, right? It's very simple. You have your Suica card. Imagine you're able to use that in every single country that you visit without buying the corresponding Suica card of another local currency. Say, for example, Hong Kong. Hong Kong has Octopus card. But imagine if I, from Hong Kong, can come over to Japan and use my Octopus card in all the transportations. And the settlement or the FX solution behind it can be done through this network. We will continue to add on more applications like peer-to-peer lending and all the other applications that you can see up there through this settlement network. So I just want you to imagine this, right? That was a very big picture scenario. So in terms of layman or how end users relate to this is this. Imagine everyone here, I'm sure they travel. And when you travel to a different country, what do you usually do? You need foreign exchange currency notes. And how do you get that? You usually go to the bank or you go to a money exchanger to get your notes. Now, problem with that is that how much do you need to exchange every single time? You have to roughly estimate. And are you actually getting the best rate that you can get? What I'm offering here is that through this settlement network, I'm allowing you to fly to another country, go to any ATMs, and withdraw the local currency. And you get a spot rate on doing that. And that can be done through the settlement system like I just mentioned to you earlier. Just one of the examples of the application. Thank you so much.